Kevin, it was a roller coaster of emotions today, especially in the second half. Can you sum up your thoughts at full time there?
Yeah, it wasn't a disappointment. I think ultimately, got ourselves back in the game at 2-2, and we had all the momentum really. And, can you see one team sort of going for the win, even though there was a few minutes left? And I thought we controlled the game for large periods. Again today, after the first 10-15 minutes, we found difficult, but we grew into the game after conceding another poor goal. So yeah, everyone's disappointed. It's come from two short corners is something. It's most disappointing. I think we have to obviously go back and analyse it. Things could have been done better really defensively. Again, that's 3 goals we conceded, so that's disappointing. I think some of the football we played again at times, the goals we're scoring is very good, but we need to sort the defensive side of things out. I think we have been good for the majority of this year with the clean sheets and the way we're playing, so to concede another 3 goals today is the most disappointed, and obviously a late one hurts.
It's a sickness to concede so lately. In the first half, the goal came early on and again at the end of the first half. Is that an issue of concentration, do you think? Is it about being more streetwise? What do you make of the timing of the goals and the way they've come about?
Possibly it's something we need to really address. We came with a game plan, everyone knew the jobs really. I'm not happy with players getting freedom in the 6-yard box with 3 headers. That's something that we need to address. That people need to do their jobs, and there's a bit of confusion late on who's marking who, but it needs to be sorted. We've got enough sort of experience within there to sort things out, to do your job, but to also make sure that people are doing their other jobs. So that's something we need to obviously work harder at. So yeah, there's certainly really positives in the way they were playing, the way we fought to get back in the game. Playing on Tuesday, they've not played. They started really brightly, but we have to look at that. People not doing the jobs and picking up. It happened with the first goal early on Saturday as well. So that's something that we'll be going away with and working with as a team really.
Jason's goal to make it 2-1 came with about 10 minutes to go, and in the 5 or 10 minutes before that, the team applied some really good pressure. There was a really good rhythm to the play. What brought about that change as the second half went on?
I just think we changed it at half time, went a bit more attacking, bringing Adam Dawson on, who's been waiting patiently for his opportunity. 2 wingers, with Ross and Jason up top. I think we kind of lacked a bit of a physical presence at times in that first half, but we felt we could get the ball down, get in wide areas, force them backwards really, and then starting to use our full-backs a little bit more as well in terms of attacking. So at half time we were obviously disappointed to concede. I think it was 10-15 seconds before we went in. Again, another disappointing goal to concede, conceding at the wrong times at the minute. So we just said at half time, let's go and have a go. We knew the crowd could potentially go if we get the next goal, and I say we got the goal. They were changing their shape a little bit, trying to deal with us, and to get back in at 2-2 with a brilliant goal from Elliot. It was fantastic, but these are tough ones to take, unfortunately.
You mentioned Elliot's goal. It was a cracking goal. It's just so unfortunate that it's inconsequential really, but just a word on that goal. It was a terrific goal, and the role he plays, he seems to be playing deeper lately. Does that allow him to kind of push forward into those spaces? Yeah, again it's just working with him and trying to get the best out of him, and he can play anywhere really in that middle 3. And he's a brilliant player. That's why we've worked so hard to bring him to the club as we have others. He's a brilliant young player, very good technically, strong, score goals. Took him a little bit of time to get going, but I think he's really starting to influence games for us now. A player that we're really working with, he's going to get better and better for us. So yeah, he's got that in his locker. It's a brilliant finish from him, and it's a brilliant feeling amongst the boys. But obviously we've thrown that point away in the end. So we have to reflect now and analyse. It'll be a longer journey home than at 2-2 obviously, but we try and take all the positives from it, but there's certainly things that we need to be working on as a group. Lined up 4-3-3 I think today. No Jack Sampson, we mentioned that he was injured the other day. No Billy Priestley as well. Can you just give us a few of your thoughts about how you lined up and also how Jack Sampson is?
Yeah, I think Jack, I think it was about half an hour into the game at the weekend, he sort of landed and took a bit of a kick and a jar, so he's got a chance for the weekend, so we'll see. So we had Dan Coughlin again, a bit of a hamstring problem, so we were a bit short on numbers, obviously. David Morgan as well, who's been really good for us this season. So we came here, again 2 young lads on the bench, so we're a little bit light and a little bit short of options really in terms of the squad. But I thought to come here and play the way that we did, took the game really to them. They've not played for a while, got some good players.
and up there in the playoffs. So I thought that, you know, it's hard to be critical of the players because of the way they fought and got back into the game, showing all the right characteristics that we need, but a little bit of naivety has cost us again at the end, and that's something that, like I said, is hard to take. But we go again. I think some good games coming out of Easter, and we have to regroup, and all the hard work and preparation, as we always say, starts now with the players. We'll have them in Thursday, we'll dust them down, and we'll look forward to the Easter weekend.
I'd imagine up until these past couple of games, obviously confidence would have been flying. Naturally, I suppose confidence takes a knock, especially after losing in this way. What do you do to ensure that confidence remains good?
Again, we just come in and we do all the right things now. This game's gone, as I say, we can't do anything about that. We all reflect on ourselves, the management, the staff, the players. You know, there are a good set of players in there. It means a lot to them to care. They want to do really well for themselves and the team and the club, which is important. I think you see that in the way that they are playing. They could have easily rolled over here today, but that doesn't happen. It probably would have a few months ago when I first came. But I think we've got a lot of good things going, but we still know there's plenty of hard work to do as a group. So we go again, and I'm sure they'll be bright on Thursday. Be a bit of disappointment maybe, but we just have to quickly get on with it, and we'll come in. We'll be fresh. We'll do some analysis. We'll look at the way that we're going to prepare and look to win at Darlington and Salford after that. So we get on to the next game. It's as simple as that, really.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.